Hey hoes, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. You're someone who doesn't know how to put makeup and you actually want to try. This video is perfect for you because I'm going to teach you guys how to get a simple glam look with really easy simple steps. Anyways, I'm gonna keep the introduction really short and I'm going to start with the video. I always start with my eyebrows, like doing my eyebrows. Now, here's the thing. I have history with doing my eyebrows. I started doing my eyebrows at a young age when I was probably like 12 or 13. And I used to use and oh my god, which is the biggest mistake. If you're a makeup beginner never ever use dip brows for your eyebrows. Always stick with eyebrow pencils or powders, preferably eyebrow pencils because they're very easy to use and they give more of a natural look if you're more into a natural makeup look, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, first thing first you need to do is grab a spoolie. Literally, you can get a spoolie from anywhere, from any makeup shop. They usually even give it free, like a small sample, if you know what I mean. And I start with brushing my eyebrows upwards. Okay, this is a clear brow gel from Essence. Essence is very cheap, by the way. And I start with brushing my eyebrows upwards just like that. And the reason you need to use eyebrow gel is because it's gonna keep your eyebrow hair in place and your eyebrows are gonna look more neater. And anyways, after using a brow gel, I'm gonna let my eyebrows dry a little bit and then moving on to eyebrow pencil. Like, you can literally use any eyebrow pencil. There are a lot of different types of eyebrow pencils. The one that I personally like is from KIKO Milano. This is the Beyond Limits Eyebrow Pencil Duo in 04 and it looks like this. And I've been using this for almost like 2 years right now. Start with drawing a bottom line. Just like that. And keep your hands really light. Don't go like hard on it, if you know what I'm saying. And then after this, I just like gently draw small strokes only at the end or like the tail of my eyebrows. And then I just go over here just like that. Look at the difference between these two. Like, this looks very ball but this looks prettier and fuller. This looks fuller. And I'm more like, when it comes to my eyebrows, I usually like them to be more into natural side. And then I go ahead and clean only at the bottom with concealer. I use this Revolution London Conceal and Define. This is both foundation and concealer. I really don't know what shade this is, but oh my god, look at the applicator. It looks so pretty. Oh my god, the applicator looks so nice. I don't know why. And I just put the tiniest bit at the back of my hand. Single brush that looks like this. I dip it into the foundation. Oh, and make sure when you use a foundation or concealer to clean up your eyebrows, make sure they're not extremely light. Back then, I used to use like a very white, like a very fair concealer, and it wasn't a look, honey. Like, imagine very, very dark eyebrows because I used to use dip brows and a very light concealer. I'm gonna do the other eyebrow and I'll be right back. Okay, now that the eyebrows are done, I'm going to move on to my eyes. You're actually gonna need tapes because they're gonna come very handful later on the eyeshadow part. Before putting on any eyeshadow, I like to prep my eyelids using this NYX Professional Makeup eyeshadow base. This is in skin tone and this helps with sticking the eyeshadow into my eyelids for a really long time, and it helps my eyelids not to crease. So I recommend you guys to use it, or you can use any eyeshadow base that you have. I personally like this one. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is this Klara Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is the Shanghai one. And some of you might not be familiar with this brand, but this brand, they sell one of the best eyeshadow palettes with great pigmentation and it's also affordable. So the first color I'm gonna use is this Flourish one on a round brush, and a little bit of this. This is the Sweetie color. When you're gonna do your eyeshadow, always start with lighter colors and then gradually from there darken the eyeshadow a little bit. Don't go straight up with dark color. Oh, and also avoid using black color. Avoid it at all costs using black color, because black color eyeshadow is very hard to work with and it's very hard to blend. Now that you have the base, the first color on, I'm going to darken the eyeshadow a little bit. Like this rosewood right over here, it's like the tiniest bit. And I'm going to focus this color only at the outer corners of my eyes, right over here. And keep on blending. Also, the key to a good eyeshadow look is blending. Trust me, take your time in blending. If you don't know how to put eyeliner, don't use liquid eyeliners. Instead, use an eyeshadow because it's much easier to use. Now, what I like to do is I'm gonna use this Futuristic, which is a beautiful gray shade, and I'm going to mix it with this redwood shade right over here. And this is where the tapes are gonna come in handy, because they're gonna help with my eyeliner to make it look as sharp as possible, if you know what I'm saying, and pointy. So this is why I told you guys to put tape. Oh, and by the way, I'm using a brush that looks like this. It's a small, tiny, thin, pointy brush, and I usually start right over here. Like, I draw a line on my waterline, and then right over here. Okay, just like that. I know it looks really messy right now, but once you remove the tape, it's gonna look good. Okay, now last part for the eyeshadow, I'm going to apply glitter. So I'm using again this palette, and I'm using Wealth and Champagne Rose on my ring finger, and I'm just gonna put this right over here. And voila, this is the eyes. I'm going to do the other eye off camera to save up some time, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I did the other eye off camera. I made some coffee, and I moisturized and primed my face using this Day Screen moisturizer. This is your Good Skin moisturizer. You can use any moisturizer that suits your skin. I personally like this. And for primer, I'm using this L'Oreal Paris, and for primer I use this L'Oreal Paris Infallible primer, and I put this on my T-zone area, which is my nose, my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. And now I'm going to start with the foundation. Now for the foundation, your foundation needs to match your skin color and your skin type. So for dry skin, I recommend you guys to use more. However, if you have dry skin, then you can use a matte foundation. I feel like a matte foundation, because matte foundations, they suit more oily skin, if you know what I'm saying. So this is why I always use like a dewy foundation, like a foundation that leaves like a dewy skin, because I personally have a very dry skin and I don't like using matte foundation. Every single video, whenever I use foundation, I use this foundation. This is the Wycon Cosmetics foundation. This is the Skin Tint Perfectioning foundation from Wycon Cosmetics, and oh my god, I love this foundation so much. And this is in golden beige because I'm gold. That was a very awful job. When you apply your foundation, I like to apply the foundation at the center of my face and then blend it outwards. Therefore, more coverage you're gonna have at the center of your face than out of your face. And I'm gonna start blending my foundation into my skin. Okay, after I blend in my foundation, I go straight with the concealer. For concealer, I'm using this Fit Me Maybelline concealer in the shade 20. Choosing a concealer, try not to choose like a very light concealer. Like, choose a concealer that is like 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. And I personally like lifted face, like, you know, the lifted effect face. So I usually put concealer right over here and over here. And I'm also gonna apply it on my chin, my forehead, and at the tip of my nose and the bridge as well. Kind of having the exclamation part, if you know, exclamation point. And I like for my concealer to sit on my face a little bit before blending it. That way it will dry a little bit and become a little bit thicker, therefore better coverage. So I just usually wait for it to thicken up a little bit. Okay, so I'm against baking. Baking is a sin to me. Does that make sense? Is that how they say it? I guess. I don't know. So what I like to do instead of baking, because I feel like for many reasons, baking, and the reason is that it's because it's very unnecessarily, it leaves flashback, and not only that, I don't know, I just don't like how it looks like. It's very ugh. So what I like to do is I grab a loose powder. By the way, this is a Fit Me loose powder from Maybelline, but something happened to the original container, so I moved it to a very old container that I have. And with a dry beauty sponge, okay, I'm just going to dab it into my skin and blend it, and then remove the excess at the back of my hand and keep on. You can use a dry beauty blender or a flat brush. So I like to go ham with the powder on my nose so it doesn't crease or whatever. Just like that, and press really hard on my nose to make sure it doesn't crease. Then I look like a flatbread. I'm going back to the eyes and finish the last steps. Okay, for the lashes, I started to like putting lashes only at the end of my eyes. So I usually get any pair of lashes that I have and cut the ends of them just like this. And for lashes, I really don't have any specific lashes. All my lashes I get are from online, so whole lash can take so much time and effort to put, especially for beginners. Not only beginners, honestly, I feel like everyone struggles with putting eyelashes is like one of the most hardest steps on doing your makeup. They just So I'm gonna teach you guys how to put lashes at the end of your eyes. Trust me, it's very easy. It doesn't require that much time and it's simple. So first I start with mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. It is the False Lash Effect Mascara. And what I like to do is I like to put 2 coats on each eye. Okay, just like that. Now that I have 2 coats on each eye, I grab the eyelash and I put glue on it. This is the super strong hold eyelash. This is in clear, and it looks white when you first put it, but when it dries it turns like into a bluish color, and that's when I know it's ready to be put on. This is without the lash, this is with the lash. Okay, using this palette again, I'm using the Sweet Tea shade right over here on a small flat brush. And I'm gonna put this at the bottom of my eyelash. Okay, now that I'm officially done with the eyes, I'm going to finish off my face. I'm using this bronzer by Wycon Cosmetics in medium. You can use any bronzer, doesn't matter. I'm using a brush that looks like this, a very small, not very small, but it's like smaller size. And I'm going to start bronzing my face right over here and blend it upwards for lift look, for a lift face. I'm using the same bronzer and I'm using a brush that looks like this, and I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit of this bronzer. And how I contour my nose. This is how I contour my nose. I start right over here. This is the tip. And then I gently and lightly like draw a straight line to the end of my nose, just like that. And then I do the same with this side. And by the way, when you're contouring your nose, the closer the line, the slimmer your nose is gonna be. So if you want your nose to be a extremely skinny legend, then make sure to put the two lines really close, if you know what I mean. And then whatever products I have remaining left, I'm just gonna go over the tip right over here, so I have more lifted nose. Even though my nose is a little bit lifted, I want to make it more liftier. And I'm just gonna grab the tiniest bit, and I'm going to draw a line right over here, just like that, and blend it. This is gonna give me a button nose effect, which I'm very obsessed with. I'm obsessed with button noses. If you have a button nose, I hate you, and I'm very much jealous of you. Now, my favorite part, everyone. Blush! I love blush. Blush, oh my god. It makes up the whole look. Like, I can literally go out with no makeup except blush, and I would look cute. I would definitely look cute. Whoever created blush will definitely go to heaven. Anyways, for blush, I'm using this blush from Forever 52, which I definitely did not steal from my sister. Definitely, I did not steal it. I just borrowed it. And what shade is this? It doesn't have a shade, but it looks like this. So pretty, I know. And I'm going to use a big brush, and I'm just gonna go beep, 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 hard right over here. And again, with the circular motion, I'm going to start giving myself blush. And while doing so, you're gonna blend it with the bronzer, so it's gonna look cute, trust me. And then I like to go at the tip of my nose. This is gonna make it look cute. Okay, I think that's enough. Is it? Yeah, okay. Okay, and now I'm going to set my face. I'm using this Vava Voom Hydrating Makeup Fixer. I'm just going to spray this all over my face before putting highlighter. Okay, now last step for the face makeup I'm using is highlighter. This is from NYX Professional Makeup 3 Steps to Sculpt. This is in light, and I'm using this highlighter part, and I'm just gonna put it right over here. Okay, maybe I put way too much. And then using my finger, I'm just gonna put on my tippy nose and on my cupid's bow. And yeah, this is it. Oh, also like right over here. Okay, so ladies, last step we have is lips. First, I'm going to start with, this is the NYX Professional Makeup lip pencil in mauve. And lining your lips can be a little bit hard, so I'm going to teach you guys how to line your lips. Okay, so first I usually start with my bottom lip, and I overline it right over here, and then just connect it. Just overline at the center of your lips. You have a cupid's bow, but I usually remove them from existence by lining on top of them. Like, I line like this, like, you know, this is very hard, never mind, I don't know how to explain. So I'm using this Rimmel London on my gloss. I'm gonna put this all over my lip. It looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay, girlies, this is it for the makeup look. Quick side notes: I added small, tiny rhinestones on my ass. I'm an extra hoe, so you can add rhinestones if you want. They're cute. They're gonna spice the look a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, I hope this video was useful to you guys. If not, I'm so sorry, I tried my best. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you want. If you want. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Okay, I have to go. Bye.